Oh, I missed that.
He's coming at you hard.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Ash.
Dude, you're killing
Had to
me. I
happen.
hate editing.
Okay, so this should
Family-friendly show, Mthja.
family friendly.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about the new Miner Poison meta. This is a favorite of a lot of you guys. I actually have 2 episodes in store for you. I have one today, right now, which is probably the strongest Miner Poison deck in the game right now, and then I really want to try to get Tag back on to review the 2.9 Miner Cycle deck. But today we are joined by my artiste, Mthja. Mthja, how you doing, dude?
I am doing really well right now. I'm super excited. Thank you for having me, Ash.
It's a pleasure to have you on, as always. You actually made your debut on CWA with a new turned pro episode. That was a lot of fun, man. Did you get a lot of a good reception from that?
Yeah, man, I got some positive reactions onto my Twitter. That was really fun to do with you. So,
good.
Yeah, man.
People loved you on the channel, mainly for your personality. You're a very gregarious guy. I like it. You had a lot of energy, too. So
yeah.
this ought to be a really fun video. So that's why I wanted to have you back. On top of this awesome deck that you have, you've actually messaged me, wow, I have a maxed out Poison. Oh, my God. Now I just have to save up the gold to upgrade it. But
yeah.
Anyway, you messaged me saying that you have, in the last 2 days, correct me if I'm wrong, you've gotten 9 12-win grand challenges with this deck.
Exactly. That's absolutely
Dude,
right.
Do you think that the Mega Knight is OP?
I don't know, man. It gets counted a lot now that people are getting used to it. But if you use it well, it's really good.
I agree with you there. I don't think it's OP anymore either. I'm flip-flopped so many times on this, so I'm just gonna keep eating crow and not be afraid to change my mind again because I thought it wasn't OP. I should have stuck with that. Then I thought it was OP, and now I'm back to not thinking he's OP. I think he's really strong and really awesome. Just don't think that he should be nerfed. Anyway, I want to talk about this deck, but instead I want to try. I always like to switch things up here, as you know, Mthja. And I want to start off by just playing you head to head. I got to take you down. I got to take down my thumbnail artist.
You got to, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm
not going to tell you what deck I'm going to switch to.
That's okay.
And we'll do a friendly battle to start this off, and then we'll do the classic, usual stuff, the deck review. By the way, guys, if you like this new format that I'm just kind of playing around with, let me know in the comments, and then I'll play the pro every single time if you want me to. That's going to be a lot of losses for me.
Every time a loss, Kappa.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to play you in my well, what's your favorite arena? I'll let you choose.
I like the training camp, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I like it, man.
Dude, you really are a noob turned pro.
I am a noob turned pro.
I feel most comfortable in training camp. All right, let's do it.
Okay,
I'm ready for you, man.
Yeah, I have the right deck selected. Let's go.
All right, so I'm playing a random deck. You're playing the deck that we're covering today. We'll see how you do against me. Yeah,
man. If I lose, man, I have to serve the consequences. I don't want to lose, man.
And yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm not gonna stop the video and redo either if I beat you.
No, you don't have to, man.
You like that Night Witch from me? What do you think about that?
I like the Night Witch. To be honest, it's not that bad anymore. Like, it's actually pretty decent. Oh, we got that one bat going ham on that Mega Main.
Really unfortunate there. If I can complain a little bit.
Yeah. No, that was unfortunate for sure, man.
I don't have many ground troops to distract that bandit here.
Wait, you should have an E-Wiz, right? Otherwise, that wouldn't make sense for you to push it. Oh,
no, I don't have an E-Wiz.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice.
I just have Zap.
Oh, okay, you have Zap. Okay, that does the job, I guess. Okay, the problem is, though, that I have a lot of split damage, which you did pretty well, though. Gotta say.
Yeah.
Since you used your Zap, I can just use this, I guess.
Yeah, that was a good play. Oh, that was even better play.
Yeah, and this is Zap value right here.
Oh, no!
Okay, so that push is just done with, and I have a 7 elixir.
You smoked me there. And I don't really have much to answer this dude with. I wish a couple more of my my bats had stayed alive there.
Yeah,
I'm not. Take you down.
Oh, just that. Oh, that must Oh, I feel
Gee
that.
whiz.
That
All
must
right.
hurt.
Oh, thank you, Mthja. You're so.
No problem, man. No problem at all. I'm feeling it right now.
Oh, you're feeling it. It's easy to feel it against CWA, dude.
I can see though. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm feeling like a real pro player right now. I'm kidding.
I can't believe you offered me $400 to just have
Yeah,
me
to
lose
choke.
against you as the opening of my video.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, here it is, baby. This is going to be a huge 3 crown coming in. I'm going to tell you, I'm calling my shots, man.
I don't know what you're gonna do. Okay, okay, I guess. I don't know. Those goblins are gonna get that tower, and I don't know. Maybe you can get a 3 cone.
Come on,
Maybe
dude. The goblin killed my pump. That was my only real hope.
Yeah, that pump was going to save the game for you for sure, man.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like if you had that pump, you would have won immediately.
Of course.
That was just a freaking GG.
Well,
I'm just
you know
cycling by the way right now. I don't know what you're doing, but
you know what I really like about your deck is that the you have so much that I need my zap for. I feel
yeah. And even if you don't have if you have the zap and you can cycle it, I still have my goblins. Good game, man. Good game,
man. That was really tough, dude. You smoked me. It's hard, tough to get around the Inferno Dragon. I think I need to add some ground troops in this deck too. They couldn't stop your bandit. Either way, man, that was a tough deck. You guys can see if you vote for if you put in the comments that you want me to play the pros, you might be in a long line of replays like that.
Yeah.
Start out, my viewer retention is going to be like 5 minutes and they click off. Anyway. Why don't we go ahead and play a, well, let's not play a live. Let's just go ahead and show a replay here versus somebody who's better than me. So let's start out versus Pekka Iwiz. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to show the Lava Loon. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about the deck? Give us a basic review of the deck and maybe how you're playing it, what changes based on different archetypes, and what your play style is in the first 2 minutes versus overtime.
Yeah, so are you starting the replay and I have to narrate over it, or do you want me to just explain the deck?
We'll do that on the next one.
Okay, so, well, for the deck, as you can see, you don't have too many air counters, so you're probably watching the Lava Loon replay right now, and it's really key to, if you recognize some Lava Loon or a lot of air, to save those. And in the first minute, what is really key for me and what really works for me is to just try and see what they have. Use my bats, use my goblins, or even wait out what they have. And I never want to waste my mana, because if they have a pump, it's just going to be, I'm going to be fucked. Like, I can use Miner and Bats, and if they zap and they have a mini pack and then they pump, for example, I'll be screwed for the rest of the game.
Okay. So you're chilling in the early game.
Yeah.
And then is typically your first attack going to be a counter attack?
Yeah, mostly like if people push in the same lane as I've just put a miner on my goblins, for example, because many people don't ignore bats or goblins anymore. They tend to put something. Say it's an ice golem, I can put my bandit. It's really just trying to be responsive to whatever they put and play your cycle instead of within theirs, and that makes you win games in the first minute already.
Okay, elaborate a little bit on that. When you say play your cycle instead of theirs, what does that mean exactly?
So, like, if you know they have a P.E.K.K.A. or a Lava Loon, you just really want to keep those counters in your cycle. So you want to have an Inferno Dragon ready whenever they have a P.E.K.K.A. or whenever they have an Ewiz. You want to make sure you have a Bandit or some Goblins to counter those. And then when they have a pump, you want to play a Miner. You don't want to, like, have to walk around just putting stuff down because they outcycle you or anything. You just want to play your game, play your cards, play the counters, and this deck it's kind of cheap. It's 3.4 elixir, so you should be able to cycle fairly quickly to those counters.
Okay, so you're holding you're trying to identify what counters you need to hold, and then you're holding them. That's pretty obvious. Talk a little bit about the Bandit and about the Mega Knight in this deck. Yeah,
so I really use the Bandit as sort of a cheap Mega Knight, really, in the first minute, just to test out again. See what their counters are to ground, to bandit, and see what the best combination is. Like if I see they have Zap or Lork, if they have Zap, I combine it with Goblins. If they have Lork, I combine it with Bats, just to make them panic a little bit. And
okay, cool.
whenever I see value, it's just basically a Mega Knight drop, or when they are definitely going to push the same lane as I want to go, I'm just going to put a Mega Knight in the back.
If they start out the match with a Hog and you have Mega Knight in hand, would you counter the Mega Knight with the Hog with the Mega Knight?
I think I would, depending on what I have in hand. I think I would. Maybe I would use Goblins over the Mega Knight because they wouldn't try to prediction lock in the first stage of the game because they don't know what I have. But if that's my only counter in hand, I would use the Mega Knight because it's like he will have a 3 elixir positive trait, but I have a counter push and he has to respond to it, and it's basically testing him out what he has again for my Mega Knights.
Okay, and then after that, you're going to be using your Mega Knight as just when you can get value. Will you ever play him behind the King Tower? And if so, when?
Yeah, I would play my Mega Knight only for value if I know he has a value deck. Say he has Bandit and E-Wiz coming in my lane and he has like this minor poison deck, I would definitely drop it on there. But if it's a Hog deck and he has the most damage by far on one of my towers, I would just put it in the back if I don't have anything to play.
Okay, so if you have nothing to play and you don't have incredible value for the Mega Knight, and maybe you have like an elixir lead, it's just kind of a no-brainer, nothing else to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the play-by-play against Pinstripe 321.
Okay, tell me whenever you click on watch and I'll...
3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, I'm in there as well.
So interesting starting hand. You have the Inferno Dragon, Bats, Zap, and the Miner. Talk a little bit about that starting hand. How do you feel about this starting hand, and what would you say the ideal starting hand would be?
The ideal starting hand would probably be, for me, Goblins, Bandit, maybe a Miner / Bats. Just cheap cards to test out what they have. And I was very, very lucky with Pinstripe putting something down first, because then I could respond to it with Bats. And here he puts down a lot of things like the Bandit and the E-Wiz, so I can pretty much counter everything separately and just play my game already, really.
Yeah, so, I see that. It feels like you're in the driver's seat really early here.
And I saw that he used Zap on my bets early on, so I knew that my Goblins were going to get a lot of value against him. So, like right now, I'm at a Miner in hand and like Bats in hand and a Mega Knight, and this is probably the worst starting hand with Poison. Maybe Zap adding. So here's where I play my Mega Knight in the back, and that's just because I don't know what he has exactly, but I've seen that he has Bandit and E-Wiz.
Okay, this is a really cool exchange here. So you have Mega Knight going into the P.E.K.K.A. What the heck are you gonna do? You're gonna play Inferno Dragon. Okay.
Really offensive right here because I know he shouldn't have any really big counters to my Inferno Dragon, and he didn't because he didn't have E-Wiz in cycle, and I really wanted that early chip. And I was fairly lucky that I had enough elixir for this Zap because this totally demolishes his tower.
That was so cool to watch. I noticed how you sent in the Miner, anticipating the death of the Mega Knight to tank.
Yeah.
So is that something that you do pretty often when you know your Mega Knight is going to die, but you also have some other troops alive? Will you send in that Miner?
Yeah, often I send the Miner in for if I have a Mega Knight coming in and I support it with Bats or with Goblins, I often send in a Miner just because the Mega Knight asks for a lot of like attention or troops. And they don't focus on the small troops, so the Miner is really nice to just add in there if they ignore those.
Is there ever, when, if ever, with this deck, do you switch lanes? Do you punish the other lane as you would like a Miner poison cycle deck? In other words,
I would,
go ahead.
Yeah, I would only switch lanes if they were to either deploy a tank or maybe a lava, like a big heavy investment. I wouldn't necessarily do it with P.E.K.K.A., but I guess depends on the hand I would have. Like I wouldn't counter push with the Mega Knight at any cost. I feel like the Mega Knight is the thing you want to have on defense, and you wouldn't want that to be an offensive push. I most of the time just go with a Miner or a Bandit and whatever they don't have in cycle, like a Zap or a Log. I'll go, depending on that, I'll go with Bats or Goblins.
Okay. So you'll go with Bandit usually as a counter push or whatever, like Miner or whatever, but never with Mega Knight.
Yeah, because like those small troops force them to spend elixir on the other side, and it doesn't give them a positive elixir trait most of the times.
So, so rapid fire. They drop a Mega Knight on one side. You're just gonna mirror it with a Mega Knight, right?
Yeah, I would mirror it with a Mega Knight.
Okay. They drop a P.E.K.K.A. on one side.
Yeah,
Before you drop anything,
yeah,
what
rush other side.
you hit the other side with a
Yeah,
bandit, miner,
definitely.
whatever.
Yeah.
And they drop a golem on one side.
Ooh.
Do you hit the other side as well? With the golem,
yeah.
like, would you ever consider going pretty aggressively on the other side because you know you can lean on the Inferno Dragon, or is that just too much of an aggressive move?
I think that would be really aggressive, but that really depends on how your opponent plays the golem. I wouldn't go one lane because, like, with an Inferno Tower, I would, but the Inferno Dragon is this card. If they zap it, it doesn't distract the golem, and it just goes to the tower and still gets death damage. So that would be really annoying.
Okay, cool. Hey, do you want to hop into a live before we let you go today?
Okay, nice. I'll get into a challenge right now.
Okay, here we go. We are with you.
Good luck.
All right, tell us a little bit about your starting hand, man.
So I have Inferno Dragon, Mega Knight, Zap, and Poison. So I really want to wait what this guy is going to draw.
Because it's a heavy. It's pretty much as heavy as you can get. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to use my Inferno Dragon because it would go way into the back. Oh, well, in front. I mean, my bad.
So at this point, you're just obviously he has the elixir lead. You're just waiting to see what he does. Ice Wiz. I love Ice Wiz.
Yeah, see, this is exactly why I didn't use it. So oh, I missed that.
He's coming at you hard.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Ash.
Dude, you're killing me. I hate editing.
Oh, that jumped. Oh, and it actually pushed it. Oh, that was pretty epic. It pushed the E-Wiz out of range of the Inferno Dragon. Okay, so this should
family-friendly show, Mthja.
Family-friendly.
Stop it.
Making you edit those. Okay, so he used Zap, so I'm just gonna offensive right now. Tanking, gonna get. Oh, nice! One batter survives. That's really nice. That's some good damage right there.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for that chip damage.
Yeah, obviously you're keeping track of your opponent's Zap because of your Inferno Dragon and your bats.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much it, like Zap and Lightning, that you're keeping track of in terms of spells?
I'm actually keeping track. Oh, he deployed. To be fair, I don't have any counter to this in my hands right now, so I'll just use the Inferno Dragon because I don't want too much damage on that tower. Because like Giant, I can defend it with pretty much everything in my deck. So this guy has Megaminion right now. It gets killed by my Inferno Dragon, so I get somewhat value, I guess. I'm just gonna push
stop dodging my question. What about spells?
What about spells?
You said actually I keep track of.
Oh yeah, actually I keep track of Log and Zap. Like if they have Log, I won't use my goblins as often.
Yes. Okay.
So this guy has a balloon. I used my bat, so he kept track of something right here. I'm expecting some sort of Zap, but he's not really.
Oh man, wait, yeah, Zap would have been great for him there.
Yeah, if he had Zap, that would have been great. But I think at this point, I'm just gonna stack those Mega Knights. Yeah, this is a Zap worthy, I guess. Yeah, and this should be tower. There's no way in hell that he's gonna defend this.
I can't believe that he's running Skeleton Army, especially at 9 wins in a Grand Challenge. I don't think
that's what I don't know what's happening. Maybe I got some. It's
not a bad deck that he's running. I mean, with both wizards in there, it's like really strong defensively.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's risky running Skeleton Army, no matter who you are right now, based on the prevalence of Mega Knight.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Mega Knight really destroys that Skami. I think I have a good matchup in that one.
Yeah, that was a nice match, man. But hey, man, I think that we've learned a lot. Any other like final thoughts on the deck? Maybe some, maybe common mistakes or something before we let you go?
Yeah, I think the common mistakes are that people use Miner a lot and then just don't even try and keep track of the Zaps or the logs and see what their value is, what they can get value with. I think that's the most mistakes people make.
Okay, so keep track of their spells. Don't use Miner unless you have like a reason to. So when, if ever, do you just send in a solo Miner to chip a tower, assuming they don't have like Elixir Pump,
Yeah, so the thing is, I wouldn't use Miner solo unless I really need the chip for some odd reason, like if I wouldn't be able to push through with my Mega Knight and Bandit, I would do it.
Okay.
But I would always use it in combination with Goblins, Bandit, or Bats, or whatever.
And before we let you go, how about legendary substitutions? There's a lot of them in here.
Yeah.
Just do your best. Let's pretend not subbing out every single one, but if you didn't have like either the Mega Knight, either the Bandit, or the Inferno Dragon.
Okay, so I feel like the Inferno Dragon, easy replacement, Inferno Tower. Most obvious one, of course. Mega Knight, I feel like maybe Bowler, I guess it is, splash damage. Maybe E-Wizard. I don't know, like if you don't have E-Wiz, Bowler would be a decent option, but I feel like if you have E-Wiz,
Could you run both 4 Elixir Dragons, maybe? Is that crazy?
Oh, you could actually use that. Yeah, but then you would really lack on
ground.
Ground, yeah. So you have to get something on ground then in exchange.
Yeah.
Maybe
maybe
a Knight
like
for the Bandit, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like subbing Knight for Bandit and maybe Dragon for Mega Dragon. Mega Dragon.
Mega Dragon.
Confirmed. I gotcha. Okay, well, I think that's all viable. And for Bandit?
For Bandit, yeah, I think Knight or maybe Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. has been really solid this meta.
That's true.
So, I don't know. Mini P.E.K.K.A., Knight, whatever you feel comfortable with, I guess.
Nice, man. Well, how about you, before we let you go, can you give yourself a little shout out here? Are you starting back up with YouTube, or are you just sticking with making my thumbnails all day and all night?
Yeah, for that pleb called Ash. Nah, kidding. Yeah, I'm starting up YouTube again fairly soon. And I don't know when, but I'm fairly active on Twitter, so @Mthja, I'm on there.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll definitely include all that information. Just wanted to thank you again for kicking my behind, swearing up a storm, and coming on the channel.
That's cool, man.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Now I'm going to go edit this video. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Make sure you check him out in the description below, guys. Show him some love from CWA fam. It would mean a lot to me if you did that. So thanks so much for watching, guys. And as always, take care, guys.